So why are you sometimes motivated, but sometimes not? And what I mean is, what is the actual science that backs up motivation? And more importantly, how can you always keep your motivation high? We're gonna talk about why some people are more successful and driven, while other people struggle to get ahead. The best way that I like to describe motivation is like a power plant. Power plants don't naturally just have energy, they have to generate it, and that's the exact same thing as motivation. And once you understand the science behind motivation and where it actually comes from, that is when you can start to capture it. Stay tuned. The first key to motivation is understanding what I like to call ultra strong emotions. Because being successful is hard. You get chewed up and spit out and constantly beat down, and a lot of people just never ever make it. And the only way to make it work, I've learned this building multiple seven-figure businesses in the past 17 months, the only way to make it work and to stay motivated when things get tough is what I like to call ultra strong emotions. And what I mean by that is that you have to have either true love for someone or something, or true hate for someone or something to maintain motivation when things get tough. Because as an entrepreneur and trying to create your own dream life, there's always going to be things that go wrong, and how you actually maintain your motivation when things go wrong is what differentiates you from the people who never find success. And the only thing that can keep you going when you hit absolute rock bottom, which inevitably happens to every entrepreneur, is to have ultra strong emotions, true love for your family or your children or your husband or your wife, or true hate for your boss or your old job or your average life. And so the first key to staying motivated is to channel the strongest emotions that we have access to, hate and love, to maintain motivation even when things get tough. The second key to motivation is what I like to call expectation. And what I mean by that is that you have to believe it's possible. You have to believe truly, deeply down in your soul, that anything is possible. Because if you don't believe you can do it, then you can't do it. You also have to have complete belief that you have 100% control over your life. What happens in your life has a direct correlation with what you do with your time. If you're watching Netflix and browsing Instagram for 10 hours a day, you're probably not going to be as successful as someone else who's working hard day in and day out to build their dream life. But if you expect that your dreams can come true, and you expect that when you start a new business or take on some new risk or try to create something that it's going to be a success, then it has a much higher likelihood of actually becoming a success. I know so many people who have the dream and they have the ambition, but they just don't believe in themselves. And even if you have the biggest dreams in the world and the most ambition, if you don't truly believe in yourself, you cannot stay motivated to make your dreams come true. It's just not possible. Your dreams have to be right in front of you every single day. Something that I did before I had, these 2 Comma Club awards, and before I had my dream car, and before I had my dream house here in San Diego, one of the things I did was I would literally put my dreams and my goals up everywhere in my house. I would print them out and I would hang them all around my house so that even if I wanted to hide from them, I couldn't. And seeing them every single day gave me the motivation to actually make those dreams into a reality. The third key to motivation is progress. Tony Robbins describes happiness as making progress, and I couldn't agree with that more. Think about it for yourself. How good does it feel to check off the final task on your to-do list? It literally makes you feel happy. Every day you need to be looking at your goals, and you need to be looking at what you need to do, and you need to be making progress on those goals. Part of your goals should be in the future, and part of your goals are things that you can be doing every single day, because as you actually get closer to your goals, you literally get a chemical released in your brain that makes you feel happy. And what that does is it maintains your motivation so that you can keep going even when things get hard. So put your goals everywhere. Put them on the screensaver of your phone. Put them on the screensaver of your computer so you see them no matter where you go. And the most important thing is make progress on those goals. It literally feels good. And what I've learned more than anything else about motivation is that momentum keeps motivation going. And the best way to get momentum is to make progress on your goals toward where you want to actually be. The key to motivation, number 4, is the attitude of gratitude. Attitude is so important to your life. 2 people can literally be in the same building, in the same room, in the same situation at the same time, and one person can be having the best day of their life, and one person can be having the worst day of their life. And the one thing that differentiates who's having the best day and who's having the worst day is your attitude about the situation. The situation itself is inherently the same, but people's interpretation and their attitude about the situation either makes them incredibly happy or incredibly sad. And there are so many negative people in the world. There's so many people who are just cynical, who've completely given up, people who want to drag you down, people who want to try to ruin your dreams. But you have to have the outlook on every single day that you can be happy and you can grow as a person and you can make progress. But it's hard. Everyone knows that we should be grateful. Everyone knows that there's people in other countries who are literally starving, but it's human nature, right? Out of sight, out of mind. But there are things that you can do to actually bring that perspective back into your life. And what I recommend is go out and volunteer in your neighborhood, right? Maybe you can volunteer in your neighborhood helping to feed the homeless. Or maybe it means traveling to some other countries and literally see how so much of the world is living every single day to bring back that gratitude into your own life. Because remember, someone always has a worse situation than you. Literally, if you have your health, that is all you need to create a happy life. And there's people out there who are struggling every single day. So it doesn't matter what your situation is, right? You should be grateful for what you have. We only get one life to live. So the more gratitude that you have in your life, the more that gratitude breeds into motivation, and that motivation breeds into momentum, and all of a sudden, your life can completely change. And the last key to motivation that we're gonna talk about today, number 5, is your daily environment. You have to set yourself up to win. And what I mean by that is maybe it's something as small as actually just organizing your room or organizing your desk. But it's human nature, right? We are able to work harder and make more progress towards our goals when we're in an organized environment. It helps with focus, and focus helps with motivation. Or maybe if you're like me, it's very difficult to work from your actual house, so maybe it makes more sense to get an office or go work at a Starbucks or work at a communal workspace. But the point is having the relativity to be able to take a step back and see what's actually preventing you from maintaining that motivation in your life. Maybe it's a dirty room. Maybe you can't work at your house. But the point is you have to figure out, nobody's gonna figure it out for you, what's holding you back and what is killing your motivation. And who's actually around you inside of your daily environment has a massive, massive effect on your motivation. If you're around negative people who are trying to drag you down, maybe it's a family member, maybe it's a coworker, maybe it's someone who says that your idea is stupid or it won't work, right? If you have those types of negative people in your life, they're gonna drag you down. And so what you have to make sure that you do is get around like-minded people. Maybe that means going to a seminar or a meetup of people who are trying to do the same things as you, but you have to make sure that you get yourself around like-minded people. It's the key to maintaining your motivation. Because if you're around people that want to grow and learn and make progress, all of a sudden the strangest thing happens and you start to want to grow and learn and make progress right along with them. So those are my 5 tricks to always maintain motivation in your life. Because remember, when you stay motivated, your life can change faster than you ever imagined. And if you like this video, make sure that you share it with somebody that you think could benefit from the message that we talked about today. And if you want me to do more videos just like this, and what I want you to do is click that like button right now, click the red subscribe button, turn on notification bell so you can join the notification squad, so you'll be the first to know every time that we release a brand new video on how to stay motivated, how to make money online, and how to just live a better, happier life. And because all of you guys have been so amazing and so supportive along my journey creating my YouTube channel, I want to give back to you. So what I want you to do is click this link right here in the description to join our giveaway. We're going to be giving away a MacBook, laptop, and so much more. All it takes is like 5 seconds to enter. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, happy hustling.